Box. Once I lived in a self-chosen box. It was so small 4 sides could be touched at the same time. The feeling was as if I was being gradually suffocated. My box was self-constructed, so all fears could be contained, checked now and then, and endured. Despite pouring with sweat, I felt safe, though alone, protected from the hostile world, yet hardly sleeping because I could not lie down to get comfortable. Nevertheless, it was a sacrifice worth making for sanity, which was subconsciously being stretched to a breaking point. My confinement took on the aspect of a perpetual nightmare in total darkness. Craving release, yet too scared of the consequences, I did not have the means to achieve liberty. One day, the silence was broken by a sound outside. A gentle voice. In fact, the most gentle voice I'd ever heard asked if I wanted to be set free. Desire for freedom tried to scream an assenting response, but no words could be uttered. I shook the sides of the box like the demented man I'd become. Immediately a scraping sound assaulted my hearing from the edges of each side, as invisible hands pried apart the stubborn box. Suddenly, one side was torn down enough that it enabled light to flood into this hallowed space. The dazed prisoner was brought out from his cell. Not thinking, but thinking to be no longer in control of life, he found the experience quite unnerving. Now I was liberated, free to breathe fresh air. Stretching my arms upward, I was overwhelmed by waves of comfort pouring from the one whose hope-filled voice had spoken. Never having experienced warmth of embrace, once we had separated, I looked up into his face. He took my hand, turning me towards the most beautiful landscape, stretching up into the distant horizon in its myriad of wondrous colours and shapes. It was to be my future from this moment forth. I then knew I would never again return to my box.